Hi, Monica here. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yui, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And, of course, Monica, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all of my members. But I can already tell that you're a sweetheart. Can you promise to spend the most time with me? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed.
Greetings, nerds. I'm Glitch.
And I'm Keiki.
And today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club, so you can stop asking. For the love of God, because we're doing it.
We were going to do this as a live stream, and then live streams didn't work. So instead we're going to make this a really long, unedited video.
No editing in this.
Yeah.
Other than basically putting an outro on it. So.
Yeah. So, anyway, if you are unfamiliar with Doki Doki Literature Club,
it's definitely
read the
a
description.
Cute dating simulator. No.
Read
it's a facade.
The description. This game is very, very disturbing.
I know it might be hard to believe based on, like, what you look at. It is.
It is. Trust me.
All I know about it.
I've played it before with one of my friends from college, and, okay, so read the description. There's swearing, there's gore, there's violence, there's a lot of triggers. We're gonna put them all in the description. So if you are under the age of 13 or are easily, upset by stuff like violence or like suicide or self-harm or something like that, don't watch this! Please!
Just, if you're unsure if you should watch it, just check the description. But yeah, all I know about this game is that it's like a cutesy anime dating sim that's masqueraded. That's actually, it's like just a disturbing psychological horror masquerading as a cute dating sim.
Yes. Also, since there's swearing in the video, and we've said multiple times that this isn't good for people who are under the age of 13, we're gonna swear in this video, because if you're not aware, we do that. So basically, I've played this game before, and shit gets wild.
The only thing I know about it is that it's much more disturbing than it looks.
So we're just gonna do this. It's probably gonna be a two-parter, but we're gonna get in as quick as possible. I managed to play this game in maybe about 4 hours.
Please enter your name.
No, what if I want to be included in the name? No.
The last time we tried to do that,
I just call it Glue.
I'm the one playing.
No.
You've played this before.
I don't care. We'll call it. Let's just go. Okay, also, you play as a dude no matter what. So, let's call ourselves Greg.
I'm not calling ourselves Greg.
No, I want to be Greg.
We used to be like Alex, or like a cool sounding name.
But maybe I want to be Greg.
No. Alright.
Okay,
this game seems
Alex
like it actually
now.
has like, it's gorgeous, that's for sure. Dang, alright.
Okay, so, fun fact, my friend who played this with me gave, this character a Kermit the Frog voice. We're not doing that, though. Hey!
Emotion.
I see an annoying girl on it. Do you want to be
Me?
Alex?
Sure.
Yes, okay.
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance. Her waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any intention she might draw to herself. That girl is
Sayori.
Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. That's me, just like this annoying person is my friend. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long.
If you're incapable of eating these, I'm gonna take over.
We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You like puce in my ears. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Alex.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have to.
Pretty.
Yeah, I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. Great.
I'm a great voice actor.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Alex, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
What does say NEET?
I don't know. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
So, considering we're not editing this, you get to see all of our horrible voice acting in all of its glory without any editing to get rid of any of us stumbling or doing legitimately anything. What are you doing?
I'm making sure the audio is fine. Okay, that's
cool.
Oh.
Great. It's not important. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Oh, that's you.
No, you already read it. So...
Well, you could come to my club. Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is the vice president of the literature club.
Dun dun dun!
Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
go to the anime club and avoid all of this.
Yeah.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if he's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Door one!
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? I'm not giving her that voice.
Give her that voice.
Fine.
She's probably like
way to kill the atmosphere.
She's probably like a serial killer. Girl 3. These are great names.
Ah, Alex, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What is this? I hate dating
It's supposed to be a dating sim.
I hate dating sim. I just remembered I hate dating simulators.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. I already forgot how to say her name.
Sayori.
Sayori, okay.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yui, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yui, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Alex. Monica smiles sweetly.
Strike a pose.
Yeah.
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Alex. We made room at you for the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white and fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I'm so sorry.
You could have stopped like at any point, but you just...
I was dedicated.
I thought they were gonna be like hideous or something. No, they're cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know.
She has pointy teeth.
Yes. She's
She's a vampire. She's gonna eat me.
Just hurry and take one. I just knocked over a large box of things. Sayori
grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Amazing.
That's like you whenever you eat food.
Shut up! I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite.
Natsuki is quiet.
I can't help
I know.
but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yui returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help... After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
My friend, skipped through, all of this dialogue when we played it the first time, because there's a lot.
Oh, well, we're going for it.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yui's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yui looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. But
I'm glad.
Yui faintly smiles to herself in relief.
You know, if you're gonna get mad at me whenever I read you a line, the least you could do is not wait a fat 45 seconds before reading each one.
Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
How does this get disturbing?
Oh, well, you know.
I know it does, but,
That's how I was feeling. When you get, far enough into it, you just kind of forget that it's gonna get really messed up, and you're just kind of like, this is just a good time, you know?
How do we get, I kind of have a vague idea of, where we end up, and how do we get from here to there?
Oh, you know, ways! Monica really is a great leader. Yui also nods in agreement.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort into starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Can you, you screaming in my ear?
Fight me. Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal.
All interested in the same girl.
That would be dramatic.
I mean, it is a dating sim, so, like...
Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Alex, what kind of things do you like to read? I'm, like, trying out 8 different voices for you.
That's okay. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I said it right. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yui's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yui?
Well, let's see.
Yui traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yui goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds herself to comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Okay, listen. I know what I'm getting in. I'm not an idiot. I know what's happening here. Alright. Okay. Foreshadowing. Fine. Sure.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Okay, yeah. It made it seem like, oh, you could forget that this game has a warning on it that says it's not suitable for children or easily disturbed, and now they're like, haha. I read a horror book once. This is me trying to, talk to people. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yui might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yui. For someone as gentle as you...
I guess you could say that. She's a serial killer. She's totally a serial killer.
But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment.
Okay, listen. Listen, Doki Doki Literature Club. I wasn't expecting this early.
Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems... Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sirui slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I'm sorry.
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. That wasn't a proper sentence that I let out there, and that was not what
It's
What
fine.
she said, it's fine.
I guess it's the same for Yui.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yui look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The wind is McHallen.
Spooky. Ominous.
Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Alex?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Tsuyuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought... Alex...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. This is so dramatic already. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? By using your brain? Fool! That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. I hate dating sims, I truly do. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
They all just spring up at once.
One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Surya wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey.
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
And so I have sealed my death. I fear. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Do they, meet every day?
Yes.
That's insanity. Monica looks over at me once more.
Alex, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yui and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Alex, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Suri and me never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
Oh, Lord. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Short meeting. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, just to make sure you know everyone's name, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I wish like anime had like these kind of like here's the like line of the characters say their names. It takes me so long to learn everyone's name.
I know.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No, probably not. You'll probably get fucking murdered. Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Alright, here's time for the gameplay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So you have a list of words, and then in the corner you have Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori. So basically what you're doing is you're choosing your waifu.
Okay,
So-
why is it... Monica.
Because she's the leader. You don't get that.
Okay.
You don't get that option. So based on
Depressed.
what
They're just like slipping in like the true themes of this game very slowly.
So basically, based on what you know about each of these characters, what do you know about these characters so far?
Well, so you're always like really excited and like happy. Mm-hmm. Like very cheerful. Natsuki's like really like abrasive, but she also likes like cute things.
Yes.
And then Yuri's just like really shy and like thoughtful and deep.
Right, so who do you want to choose? I chose Yuri when I played this through.
I kind of want to do Yuri too, honestly. I like
She's
Yuri.
the Goth GF.
Yeah.
So basically, she's the mature one. She likes really like deep literature. She's very thoughtful, and she likes, like horror as well as just stuff that has like very like intelligent writing. So choose a word that you think
tenacious mean? It sounds
God, I knew it at one point. I know how to use it in a sentence. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of like forward thinking in a way. Like if you're tenacious, you're like a go-getter.
Okay, so Yuri likes horror. Crimson.
Yes.
Existence. Dark rose confess to philosophy games. Anxiety. Just philosophy. Haha. Entropy is like...
I learned what the word entropy meant, and I love it now.
I looked it up at some point because Walk the Moon has a song called Entropy.
It's like the natural decay of things, so it's like how things are brought together and will eventually fall apart.
Kawaii.
Agonizing.
Death, extreme. Alright. Anger, infinite. Infinite? Aha! Graveyard, ambient, pure, disarray, uncontrollable, climax, or melancholy. I'm good at this. Fluffy. Boop. Heartbeat. Disoriented. Fickle. Pink. Special. White ground. Secretive. Intellectual. Vibrant. Frightening. Suicide. Alright. Dreams. That 0 to 100 real fast. Soulscape. Hopeless. Misery. Intellectual? Yes. Steer this away from the murder. Comfort, whisper, heaven sent, defeat, hair, hop, passion, jump, puppy, sugar. Whisper? Oh, it's her. Okay. Oof. Shiny, ocean, time, family, living, play, playground, happiness, party. I don't know. Time? Haha. Fuse, marriage, whistle, email, papa, sweet, grief, captive, judgment, mercy, grief. Why is hers grief? What the...
Oh, no reason.
Alright, Keeks, blanket, infallible, pressure, saber, vertigo, amazing, promise, vitality. I don't know, help me.
I think, vertigo or vitality is one. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Play, hope, landscape, nibble, love, Valentine, determination, rainbow, flower, nature. Hope? Okay, that makes sense. Swimsuit, sing, lucky, heart, beauty, precious, unending, massacre. Well, she likes horror, so massacre. Haha. Milk, parfait, vanilla, fantasy. He likes fantasy. What? It's fine. Horror. There we go. Cage, forgive, misfortune, waterfall.
You don't have to read all of them.
Misfortune. Alright.
That's
disturbing me slightly. That all the sad words mean the cheerful one. Spinning, lipstick, excitement, portrait, sweeping, universe. Haha. So she's existential and horror.
Yes.
I don't know what hers up. And hers are all the sad words, which is slightly disconcerting.
Not always, because hope was also one of her words. She's kind of like a mixture, and then Natsuki is all of like the really cute, fluffy words.
Okay, so jumping, closing, shoes. Lust. Flying? Okay. Sensation, dazzle, tragedy, shame, vacation, tragedy.
Just pick tragedy and move on. Oh! I thought tragedy was one of Yuri's words.
No,
Oof.
You lied to me.
Hi again, Alex. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but it but I at least keep my word. Okay, I read that weirdly.
It'd be that way.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Alex. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki
Sorry.
finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Alex always gives his best after, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Alex could become good friends too? Oh, okay, that's...
Sayori.
I always think that's Yuri's line, it's not.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, you even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori.
Eh? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
She blushing.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute?
Goth Gf.
She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club. But doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Ah.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. So it's me clicking random words, basically just like telling the game which one I wanted.
Yes.
Cool. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yui isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go.
Hint is that she bought it for you because it's a gift.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is it about murder? Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Murder? Death?
Yui closes the book and scans her eyes over the back.
She doesn't eat. He's reading this for the first time, isn't she? The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
Relatable.
And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust.
Relatable.
No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark tone came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Alex?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
It's just that you, called it relatable. And it's this. Yeah, totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange.
Accidentally revealing that you're a murderer. Huh? Yeah?
And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Nah. That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Ah! Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yui means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
We're really great at reading, like dating. It's as if I can feel her pull.
It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yui's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
So sorry. I was just...
Yui, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to.
Yeah, don't say you apologize a lot to anyone who apologizes a lot. They'll probably apologize. Just...
sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yui's and hold my book more between the two of them.
Ah, I suppose so.
Yui timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Oh, another frame. Wow. Yui takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. This game is really pretty.
Yeah.
I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, turn a page, Yui slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddling even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yui's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yui's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer.
Oh, she's smiling now. Was she doing that before?
No. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yui no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side. Catches it under her own thumb. This is weird. Hey, Yui. This might be a silly thought, but this main character reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all of the things she says and does. Lord. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yui remained silent for a moment.
But Alex, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that.
Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. You couldn't guess by literally the fact that she second-guesses everything she says and does, that she's Dude, have you never interacted with another human before? I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? That you're cute. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today.
Just closer.
Hello. I think it's about time that we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yui exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yui? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yui releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I will read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Siri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Siri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yui reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Okay.
You should, do I show it to all of them or just one?
You show it to all of them eventually.
So
it doesn't really matter that much, yeah.
Let's just go down the list. I'm definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
This is a good poem, Alex.
You don't get to see what it is.
Are you sure it's your first time? It's the poem we wrote.
Well, yeah, but that was just a bunch of random words.
Yeah, we don't actually write a poem. It's okay.
It's
So
just
basically, how many of the words that we chose that made each of their chibis jump is how much they're gonna like the poem.
Okay.
So we had a couple of her words, we had a lot of Yuri's words, and we had one or two of Natsuki's words.
Okay, but we don't actually, it doesn't generate a poem.
No, it doesn't generate a poem.
It's not doesn't Mad Lib a poem out of the words we chose or anything.
No,
okay.
it's just we know generally how they're gonna feel about it based on what words we chose.
Okay.
Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See?
Why does she look sad?
It'd be that way. It'd just be that way sometimes. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
Before we get murdered, sacrificed.
That will be my way of thanking
I'm not
you.
letting myself forget where this is going. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay.
I love how the way you say yay.
Yay!
Yay!
Now you'll read my poem too, right? So you want a little bit of tidbit of information about the poems?
Do we get to read them? That's all
Yes.
I want to know. Okay.
Do you want just a little bit?
Does it give anything away?
Not really. Just it's something that you should keep in mind.
What?
They're important.
Okay. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. I'm reading your lines now.
Well, we'll see about that. I'm reading your lines.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above the sky's blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Alright, that's ominous.
Sayori.
This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
The I could sleep forever thing. Slightly ominous. Slightly foreboding. Slightly concerning. I'm gonna make
just
the one very, hard to reach conclusion that she's not okay. Probably like everyone in this club, to be honest.
Yeah, just like keep in mind that like the poems are important. They say things about the character. Yeah.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was ominous. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm just like making like guesses in my head about these different characters because I know that one of them's probably a murderer. I don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure.
What are your guesses? I want to hear.
And
them.
I know one of them's like depressed, and I'm gonna make a wild guess that that's Sayori, based on things. And I'm gonna make a guess that Yuri's the murderer.
I'm not gonna tell you anything either way. But...
And those are my guesses.
Those are your guesses.
What about
Natsuki and Monica? How are you feeling about those
I
two?
don't know. I only know what I don't have any idea about them.
Okay, cool. Alex, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
Okay, she hates it. What? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm stupid?
We only got like one of her words. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta show mine now.
Alright, time to guess what's wrong with you.
Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, but people can try. But that's about it. Alright, yeah, that doesn't... Maybe not all of them are crazy.
Maybe.
Maybe, like, there's,
or
like...
maybe. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why were you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Now let's go on to Goth Gf.
Yui. He's gonna really like running, isn't he? As Yui reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yui first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Ooh. He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yui.
Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yui takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yui stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yui trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yui finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Okay, I would like to amend my statement. Natsuki's the serial killer. Anyway.
Sorry. So then what do you think about Yui?
I don't know. It's fine. I'm not sure if Natsuki...
I'm not sure if Yui is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yui smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny as I stumble through these sentences like a robot trying not to, stutter. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, I can't read that.
Do you want me to read it? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Deep.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
Excuse me? What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Because usually you write about murder, probably, yeah? Are you into ghosts, Yui? He's murder, definitely. 500%. Yes. Yes, he's the murderer.
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Alex.
Still a murderer. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing.
Alright then. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Ah. You know, I was really nervous doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Alex.
Ah. Me too.
Now on to Monica. Hi, Alex. Monica was my friend's favorite character, just so you know.
You like a cult leader or something? This is a cult. This is probably a cult.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay?
How about you not make it a cult like it probably is? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Why did she just, do that? Go into, a running pose?
I don't know. They all have, really expressive things, but hers just looks awkward. Don't worry, Alex. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
I'm so glad we're not editing this video.
I know, Lord help us.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, Alex. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that you know that Yui likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes things simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yui likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it.
Okay, so now she's explaining how we should have done it. When we would.
It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply and analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yui has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot, like murder. It could take a while before I feel comfortable.
What exactly do you think this is gonna be? You think they're a cult and they're just gonna drag you into it and be like, yes, sacrifice Sayori?
Yes! Probably.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Dramatic music.
Do you want me to read it again?
I can do it. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction
I'm reading it. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Okay, she's the murderer. She's the murderer. She's the one that's gonna kill me.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
Murder? Death? Yes?
I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
It's actually good writing advice.
Yep. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
Genuinely.
Thanks for listening.
Writing advice? I wasn't expecting that.
It's really fun to, know what happens in the game and then go back and, reread their poems and stuff. Knowing what kind of people they are.
Murderers, probably.
Whew, I guess that's everyone, since you're not gonna read your dang line on your own.
I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, staring their respective poems. They look pleased. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Alex did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Alex liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yui. Eh?
Goofy music cues? Alright.
That's not what I...
Literally, if I didn't know anything about this game, like if someone was just like, hey, you should play this game, and just like had me play it without reading anything, I would be like, cute dating sim.
Yeah. It does a good job.
The only problem is that most people already know what they're getting into.
Yeah. You just... Yui stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Alex appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Alex started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Are we getting food? I'm hungry. It's dark.
Yeah.
I thought it was way later than this. It's only 6 o'clock.
Alex. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Alex. But wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Alex? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me.
So of course it's going to be...
So I know we chose Yui, but I also know this isn't a dating sim, it's a murder sim. So I'm not sure how much I care. In this situation, I would literally just be like, help me.
Then click that one.
Save me. Natsuki.
Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth.
So instead, I turn to Yui. Yui. But Yui's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Yeah?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Alex. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never! It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
This didn't help.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
I wish there was an option that's just, like, both. Because, like, you know, simple writing and, like, really metaphorical writing both have, like, value.
They both have value. They both, you know, take skill to do things probably.
Like, they're both pretty equal.
Yeah. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends.
Inspirational music plays and then they all
Jingly
stab
guitar.
each other.
I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Okay.
Oh boy. Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yui's... and Yui's boobs are the same as they always were. Make it beautiful.
I wasn't gonna make you read that out loud, but...
Sayori.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yui rushes off. She really not human?
Yeet.
Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I'd hate to see her get herself hurt.
Ominous! Foreboding statement! That makes two of us. You can count on me. I probably can't. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person who really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. You probably don't want to. She'll probably murder you.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Alex, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself. I did earn a little more about what kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Alex! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Yeah? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Yeah. You know, Alex, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Until we all start dying. Looks like Siri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Get your head out of the gutter. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. And then the murder begins. Stab.
Okay, so I want to eat.
Can we, save?
Yes.
Okay. Do I exit out of the game?
I guess so. Alright, we're back.
Yee.
So, yeah. We're gonna make our next poem. So now that you know a little bit more about each of those, styles, why don't you, try to make Yuri happy?
She really likes, imagery. So
Yeah.
maybe, ocean?
Maybe, I don't know.
Nightgown?
No, I don't think nightgown. Okay.
Okay. Spout, happy, dream, charm, heartbeat.
So I found out what
Total.
Doki Doki means, because I know it was like a Japanese word, but I know what Toki Doki means, but I've never learned what Doki Doki means.
What does Doki Doki mean?
It is a phrase, like a Japanese phrase for like an increased heartbeat, because when you say it fast, it kind of sounds like a heart pumping, like Doki Doki, Doki Doki.
Oh.
So it's like, and like, it's used a lot in like romance type things, because it's like, you know, like your heart beats faster.
What do I do? Heartbeat? Okay, no. I'm gonna make her really happy with this.
After image.
Captive special space. Eternity? There we go. Holiday, choose.
You're not doing a good job at, making your Goth Gf happy.
Rainbow Starscape for Tenacious. Did Tenacious work? It didn't, did it?
I don't think we did Tenacious.
Scars. Destiny? Yee. Fickle variance existence. Hopeless. Good. Skirt, embrace happiness, secretive games, incapable agony. Secretive? Yes. Excitement, depression, fear, papa. Sticky, sweet, kiss, peaceful. Peaceful? No, it says. Okay. Candy, love, flow, skipping. Effluent. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, but you knew she'd like it though.
Disaster.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
What?
Unrestrained.
Okay, that's not really a hint.
Yeah.
Extraordinary, maybe? No, that says. Okay. Swimsuit, termination together, melancholy, daydream, universe. Horror. Good. Contamination, massacre. Fireflies, unending grief, misfortune, wonder, electricity. Misfortune? No, she likes the sad and happy words. Station with philosophy. Heaven sent? Maybe?
Either that or uncontrollable.
Okay. Warm, defeat, awesome, flying, clumsy,
Entropy.
Doki Doki, hey hey.
Yep.
See, fashion playground. Ambient? Haha. Infallible. Yeet.
Yeet. You made the waifu happy. That's what he kept referring to them as, like I find when we played this.
Did we put the sign back up?
No, I don't think so.
It's a little important.
Start reading.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Alex.
Yo, Sayori. I didn't forget how to say your name. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you into a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at you post, Sayori? What?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fell out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How'd you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
Ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yui? Tell Alex to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably or responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
The revolution?
Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. Guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Except you literally did discomfort him.
Bwap! Kya!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. Ha 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 ha! I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Nanatsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. He's just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the paper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're just a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. She's off murdering people, probably.
Ugh. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me.
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose owes the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alex.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to a book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri.
Eh?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle.
I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you two off to? Eh?
That's me.
She moved, so I saw her, I thought it was her.
Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Alex in club activities? Eh?
My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Alex.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Alex. How come even when I do something bad, you being nice to me?
Because nothing that you can do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light-weighted ink shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of fun would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yui lifts her head.
Alex, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yui. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yui feel better. Anyway,
yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yui and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Alright, nothing happened.
Alex, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yui sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yui fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little bit to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not overly hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yui. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Alex. It's very endearing.
Yui wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. This game is so pretty. Look at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want Yui to pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Alex, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Yeah? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my,
What's your tragic backstory, Yuri?
No, it's not.
Oh. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayuri's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yui slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this?
Be a normal human.
Use your brain. I mean, that's probably personal space.
That's fair.
Yui was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Get your head out of the gutter.
Your teacup.
Yui hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Okay. Meanwhile, Yui hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading.
Dude.
After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble.
That's gonna go everywhere.
Chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Ah, that's okay. I won't take any.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yui opens the book with both hands. I got distracted because it's one of the screenshots on the Steam page. It's very pretty. Anyway.
It is. I like the dust moving around.
I don't. Look at her eyes.
They contain
Damn.
multitudes.
She holds it so that I definitely don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left eye was practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yui's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yui. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh. Just like that, Yui closes her lips over it.
Eh?
Yui's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yui looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Alex... Oh, that was you.
Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that.
That's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean... Not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yui tries to return to the book. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding.
Doki Doki.
Doki Doki! I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yui's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yui doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath, as it should, probably.
Well, normally it's not that noticeable.
I raise my arm. Like before, Yui points her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. Feel her hot breath on my face.
This is getting weird. Monica's vetoing the situation.
Rejected.
Thanks, Monica. Okay, everyone.
What? Yui jolts back.
It's time to show poems.
She just gets like... I mean, they all do that when they're like talking and there's multiple ones, but for some reason when Monica does it, it's just really noticeable that she's like inches closer.
Yeah. I don't know why. Alex, you can help Yui put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yui picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up.
Oh. I like this one, Alex. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty much part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah. Me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
She has such a focused expression.
Yes.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Listen.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Alex. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles.
Oh, I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. This is going well so far. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Lord.
Do you want me to read
Yes.
these? But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. Oh, I just remembered something important about this game.
What?
It adds files to your computer that are important to the story.
You're just telling me this now?
Yeah.
Alright, meta, fine, sure.
Go back up a little bit.
Why? You've already read all that.
No, I haven't. Okay, yes, I did. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile beneath my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Yeah, these are just gonna get progressively more concerning.
Yeah,
until...
anyway, we should bring up the thing where you can find the files.
Holy crap. Let's just finish this part. Sayuri, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. You're probably not. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. See, I'm starting to like these people, which isn't good, because I know where this is going.
Anyway, files. I think there's a way to get to it from Steam, but I'm not sure.
Where are they?
Go to Documents. Go to My Games. Okay, cool. Okay, go to Steam.
How did you get to them?
I don't know, my friend brought it up. I wasn't paying that much attention. Try like right clicking on one of like on something on the thing. Just go around. Try clicking on like go to like the play thing or something. And okay, go to properties. Go to local files. And then I think go to browse local files. Okay, yeah. Okay, go to characters, I think?
Oh.
Okay, no.
Not characters.
Yeah, no. Okay, I don't think anything's here yet.
Alright, thanks for wasting our whole time.
Well, we can leave that up and check back
I
periodically.
did.
Okay.
Did.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Natsuki, we're just going in order the whole time.
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
Eh? What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Eh?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this angsty.
Yuri's like me. And I say that, and she's probably gonna be like a serial killer or something, and I know that, and I've said it, and it's out there now, so it's too late, but...
It's your line!
Right. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean, I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I'm so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for somebody else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, we don't even get to see hers, I guess.
No, she was too angry, so she didn't show it to you.
Yay.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yui stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Alex, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yui visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
If you're gonna weed these out, you better just
I know, I'm
be
sorry.
better at it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yui breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yui likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before?
Yui nods.
Really? I don't believe it.
I only really write for myself. Besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yui nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yui doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. He probably, like, murdered all his friends. That's probably why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. Where to go? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them.
Your unusual hobbies like murder?
Or maybe reading or writing poetry, because
murder?
In a literature club.
A murder literature club? Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Alex?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Alex.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yui smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Monica.
Hi again, Alex. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Okay. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yui's writing style?
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. And when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
Hope you don't mean that in a bad way, probably.
No, of course not.
Way. It's in a very, very bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself.
How long is this first act?
Very. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway. You want me to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Just noticed the music changed. It's fine.
It's like, why don't you go?
The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Scroll down one. Load me.
And that's so cute. To open this, yes. How do I
You in it already. There's nothing here.
So, come on, that has to be like the cue. Is it on the game? Game? Probably shouldn't mess with the game. Read me?
That's been there from the beginning, I think. I think it's a warning, but I'm not sure.
Come on.
I think every time they add something, it shows up in that first thing there.
Okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over noise.
I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen.
Okay, haha, yeah, funny, huh?
Wait, is this tip even about writing?
Oh, come on.
What am I even talking about?
Oh, you're just gonna suddenly become self-aware, huh? And then just forget what you were talking about? Yeah? Alright.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Maybe we should save the game, Glitch.
Save? Sure. Should I overwrite?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Return.
Okay, everyone.
Someone's about to die, aren't they? Yeah? You about to murder someone, Monica? Something unexpected will happen? Yeah, sure will.
And suddenly the hell dimension breaks loose. And ravens pour out of the sky and start murdering people. Well done reading each other's poems. I don't know why I started bringing up ravens. Got Princess Tutu on the brain. That's what I think of for some reason. I was just like, ah, yeah, something unexpected. Ravens. I don't know why.
Ominous.
I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room.
For the sacrifice?
Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Oh god, I just remembered how much left we have to go. Oh, it's so much longer. Doctor Who started half an hour ago.
Oh, I forgot about that. We never did our podcast. We have so much to do tomorrow.
Guys, we're dying.
We can just not edit any of the Spooky Week videos.
It's fine.
Any of this. New game plan, none of them are edited.
Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations.
Like the skulls of you enemies!
Zoe has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each one of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So you're always putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
So Yui, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
These people would be really good at writing an actual, like, dating sim about, like, an actual just cute literature club, you know?
Yeah.
It's really good. I really like all these people. Can't wait for them all to die horribly.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Yep, probably.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri.
No. No, you won't.
But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how can you expect to do it in front of... How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off helping everyone feel a little more comfortable.
The way you said "don't worry" is very ominous.
Don't
worry. That, like, I was like, what's happening?
No.
Is it going? Has it begun? No.
Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through a notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. Have I ever mentioned that I have a hard time saying the word specific? She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yui has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yui's I don't know. How do you say that?
Wow!
Ooh, wow! Yui's
Like
fired
an
up
anime
all of a
character.
sudden. I don't want to do that.
Wow!
Wow! Yui clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called...
Yui anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yui! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yui's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yui gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yui gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a way of going into the whirling fire Yui keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yui snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yui the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yui holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yui, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yui is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
So Yui hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
So Yui...
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you were reciting to other people. Imagine you reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem.
Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly chewy like Sayori is. It's sweet and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it coming from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Alex liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori.
It's like strangling myself with my hoodie. Slowly.
The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand.
Click.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're eating. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everybody. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Alex. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Alex lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. Just have to go with the one I wrote for today. I stand up and sit in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark sound works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Yeah, well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki.
So basically she doesn't give a shit what other people think of her.
She just cares about what her friends think. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming today. That wasn't what she said at all, but, it'd be that way.
It's fine.
It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets to let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today.
Folksy music before the murder begins?
I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. This is so... Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
I'm sorry. Must be a little nice, though. Yeah.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Alex. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. I think your phone thinks I said, "Hey Siri."
Sorry, I was spacing out. I was like, what demon turns Siri on? And then you were like, oh.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to. I mean...
Yui fumbles with the words.
So let's just say that one day Yui asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well... So, either your best friend or your Goth GF. Which you gonna choose?
I'm talking to see. There's no option. Once again, there's no option to like walk both of them home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which is what I would go for, because that's how I handle all of my problems. Just like compromise.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm talking to Sayori, so I want to say Sayori, but then like, walk home with Sayori every day.
Yeah.
And I only walk home with Yuri, like, and never.
Yeah.
But problem with things like this is that you can't, like, input your logic.
Yeah, you're
what
right.
should I do? She also might stab me, because all these people are probably, like, serial killers. So, I'm gonna say I'll walk home with you still. So, Yuri, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see you in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Alex. You think about me too much sometimes. Yui would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
See, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away anyway, and why that was not a word there. Who knows what will happen in that time?
We'll die.
Murder.
Because this is so long. Okay, just like... Do you want me to just power through this and pick words that I know that Yuri will like so we can, like, go faster?
Just tell me what they are.
Okay, I think vibrant is one.
Vibrant?
Yeah. Extraordinary.
You like so sweet.
Contamination. Vitality. Unrestrained. Judgment. Disarray. Melancholy.
Melancholy? Okay, she likes fancy words.
Yes. Essence. Vivacious.
Person? Yes.
Yeah. Uncontrollable.
Resistance.
Incapable. Disoriented.
Philosophy.
Yeah. Universe. Secretive. And...
Entropy.
Yeah.
Cool. She's gonna love it.
Aw, man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must really have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
She's breaking the fourth wall, isn't she? Yeah.
Eh?
Monica's the designated fourth wall breaker. Alright, good to know.
Never mind.
Good to know that she's the self-aware one. Nice, nice.
Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your actions aren't as funny as Yui's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Yeah?
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at the usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Alex, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Alex. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Yeah, are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Alex.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Yeah?
She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Alex. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already knew that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her. Fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yui peering at me from over her book. She looks away It just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yui approach anyone and start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now,
this is long.
By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. Sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those... Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayuri.
Sayuri?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic.
Yeah?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just don't want you to misunderstand. Sayuri and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
That was my line.
Oops. Alex, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Ah. So you think that there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yui suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Did I accidentally skip a line of dialogue?
I don't think so.
Yui.
But if you think you did, there's like a history button at the bottom that you can... Okay.
You're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to read their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayuri. Let's talk to Sayuri.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it because we don't have a single thing that she likes about it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably, Yui.
Yeah? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. I'm making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Alex.
So, Yui, is there something wrong?
No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a bit early today.
So, Yui?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Yui cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Yeah, no thanks.
You didn't even...
Next!
Alright. Calm yourself?
Alex, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yui, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yui gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. Okay, oops.
I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well...
Yui smiles sadly.
Alex, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Do you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Alex. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all of this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Alex. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yui. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say that I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yui puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. You want to show me your poem?
Yeah. I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber.
Aww. Cute. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yui, but instead of taking it from me, he looks away.
Do you dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yui's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Yui's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yui nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. I hope we can keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yui's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yui gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can... the poem is...
Once again, Yui fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yui nods. I'd love to. Again, Yui faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return that favor sometimes.
Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yui finally turns back towards me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yui timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away.
One day we will be free. Hi, Alex. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Your style's gotten so refined, Alex. Yui's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
Yeah, that's...
It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her.
Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know.
Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yui isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright.
The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, left lost, adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the toilet sky. Twilight. Toilet. I'm gonna
like Twilight?
Yeah, I know.
But Twilight.
Why don't you just, like, literally, like, throw down with me right now, you fucking bitch. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
Alright.
Life is meaningless.
That's not what I needed to hear today. But thanks,
You know,
Veronica.
I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. Falafel, I almost said a couple times.
Falafel. Not to get too falafel or anything.
But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
Okay, that's slightly less depressing. She's saying that looking for it is your purpose, so then once you find out, then life is meaningless. Slightly less depressing than originally it came across. I see, unless she's like lying to cover up her inner turmoil, which is also a strong option. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean I'm one-dimensional?
Yeah, that.
Okay. Thanks so much.
No, you didn't say... You said, don't you mean one-dimensional, not two-dimensional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Is it gonna be a cryptic hint, Monica?
Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. God, I just want this to be over. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yui isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Excuse me?
In your books, maybe.
That was me.
No.
Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
Ah. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps to lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is flown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually... Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
She's probably dead.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people?
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, no need to figure out the rest of the... Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be baking cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets, so you will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri... Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too?
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
Nah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as he stares at her desk in focus and starts smiling to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Alex. The one who is truly useless. Oh, that's
the one
yours.
who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that.
That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
Yeah. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Alex may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Alex to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Alex to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested, so I'm sure she's interested in... You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Alex, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me.
Of course I'm going to go with... See, I know it's like a dating sim, so I'm like supposed to go with Yuri, but I would like to get to know some of the other characters, like, a little.
Well, you can do whatever you want.
I don't want to upset Yui. What about Sayuri? Sayuri.
I don't know what happens if you pick her. I know that they won't let you pick Monica. Pick Monica.
Wait, what?
Pick Monica.
Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suited for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Alex was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yui? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Alex to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do.
I'm gonna try Sayuri. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayuri. I mean, we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said that Sayuri was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much?
No!
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Yeah. Okay. You literally gotta choose either Natsuki or Yui.
So I know we're trying to do the dating sim path of Yui, but I would like to get to know some of the other characters better. I don't want to offend Yui.
I chose Yui when I played this.
I'm gonna choose Natsuki.
Okay.
Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. You guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yui? Of course. I'm used to it after all.
Now I feel bad.
That's good.
Even though Yui is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad.
So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome!
I don't think that really counts.
What about you, Alex?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Yui? Yui? She's still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too.
It's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that. Think that Yui might be just feeling a little underappreciated in general. And come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean...
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look.
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yui's shoulders.
Yui, you really are the most talented one here. And you're gonna help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction.
You don't really mean that, do you? Not really, but...
Yui isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's word. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone doing their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yui out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? Is she like this Sundari?
Definitely.
Like, you better not make it weird. She's the one making it weird.
Yeah.
Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Why don't we just go to our house? At your house, that'd be easier. Wait! You're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act, like, in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just 'cause I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Nah. Never mind.
I can't believe this. Natsuki's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayuri, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. Guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel so nervous that Sayuri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. How long is this first act? Ooh.
It's getting towards the end.
We're not even gonna have time to upload this. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it didn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She's also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayuri since she left club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time. Not all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me?
Oh my god.
My voice.
I decided to visit Sayuri before Natsuki comes over. I'm gonna save glitch for a bit. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past.
She's probably dead.
Once I
She's
reach
probably dead.
Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself.
She's definitely dead.
Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family.
She's definitely dead.
The house is quiet.
Yep, she's dead.
Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room.
I can read it for you.
It's already strange of her to... Oh, okay, wait.
It's
Sorry.
already strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh.
Hi, Alex.
She's alive! I was expecting her dead body to just...
be lying on top of that cow plushie in the back, which I love immensely.
She's fine. That's good. That's a genuine relief. I was expecting it to be like blood everywhere.
Yeah, no. No, she's fine.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it always been.
Doesn't look that messy to me.
Yeah, it's much better than our room.
Yeah.
I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
I just dropped a chunk of wood, don't worry about it. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
Well, it's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Are you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? He's a stalker. She's a stalker. Sayori or Natsuki texted her, maybe. That could happen, or Monica, or whatever. Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me.
Okay, she's
yeah, not a stalker. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Are you gonna be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan on meeting up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Alex.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Now's I think a good time to remind you that my college friend's voice for her sounds like Kermit the Frog. I just want that to be in your brain for this.
Ooh.
You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today.
Why would your best friend coming over to your house be a punishment? I'm so confused.
It just wants to torture me.
Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
Nah.
Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Alex. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Alex? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life.
I was right. I was right.
Did you know that?
Right. I did not know that.
Why did you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just wanted to make everyone happy, without everyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Yui kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend.
That's not something you say to someone in this situation.
Dude, that's like the opposite of what you do.
Yeah.
Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. That's the thing you say. There you go. You're back on track now, you fuck. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Alex. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Alex. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayuri's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace.
Alex.
Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Alex.
Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Alex,
Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it into you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Alex. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sayuri lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you?
It's
what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Yui wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for me and Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Yui shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me.
We're never gonna finish this!
I know. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. See, even now, it still doesn't seem like horror game. It just seems like slightly more depressing, cutesy dating sim than it was before. No, it's a horror game. It's gonna be horrific.
Haha.
Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in.
Sup?
Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Oh, that's why she looks weird. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
Forceful. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job.
You bought everything I asked you to,
Wait,
right?
I don't know why I just didn't read that.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear that Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen that we're already...
What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Alex?
Come on. Since when do I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki's holding out to me. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you.
Yeah. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
Yeah? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people.
Alright.
But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you.
Haha.
What? That was the worst.
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I'm just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature figure like you doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki.
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
Yeah?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also... if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
We should have gone with Yui. Yui says it was already been decidedly less weird. Well... anyway.
What?
Don't worry about it. How would you know that anyway?
Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Alex.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of the bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess.
Oh, definitely.
Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid. That's just vague and disturbing to me. And plastic bags are strewn over every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, yeah, you make like a ton of cupcakes. How big would you mix it? Be just like the size of your kitchen.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Alex, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following the instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Shiori and Monika's delighted expressions. I keep forgetting that this game is a horror game while I'm playing it, and then sometimes I'm just like, these people are going to like either brutally die or brutally kill someone else. And that's this game. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
Eh. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tip the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my whisk.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to bite back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my fingers to release icing. I promptly scoop some up with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return.
Gross! You got it on my face.
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab a whisk with my other hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. That's your line. Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger.
What? Did you seriously just...
That's... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Alex, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them.
Yeah, that's a bit, like...
That's a bit weird.
It's a bit invasive.
I don't think you know her that well yet, man. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? It's been like this for a while, dude. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
You just pass out.
Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
Cough. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. That was your line.
Yeah.
Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on the top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers overhead, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Good, just move on from that. Just bury that.
Burn it. That smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. How big of an oven do you have? How many trays are you making? They'll look even better once we add icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I bought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they liked.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Haha. Maybe I'm getting it from you. Why am I so bad at fake laughing? Why is this so long?
We skipped most of the dialogue, so I didn't expect it to be this long. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
I mean, she does have, like, pink hair and, like, a pastel shirt and, like, a fluffy, like, tutu skirt, like...
Yeah. She's got a very cute aesthetic. Same with you.
Yeah? Do you say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Siri's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway.
Why?
I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Ah, already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man, As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she could listen to the way listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. Again, I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Yeah?
What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga, go out somewhere...
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah! I want to spend more time with you.
Alex, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Oh, Lord. She's suddenly much lower deaf. Natsuki suddenly gets close at me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go to... Oh.
I've felt it. For a while now.
This was a mistake. Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori!
Eh?
Ah. Hi, Alex.
Sayori! Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Alex. I just stopped by to say hi. Well...
Awkward.
There's just no sound.
It helps to accentuate it.
You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Nah, well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. That you've made such good friends. It's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Alex? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Alex. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Monica's definitely a serial killer. Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Alex. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Alex, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayuri. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayuri's arm to squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayuri nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you.
Sayori, so you can choose either I love you or you'll always be my dearest friend.
Don't do this to me. This is like the thing that I'm bad at.
You gotta choose something.
I mean, we've been going down like the Yuri path.
Yeah.
But
do you want to betray Goth Gf?
But I also know this isn't really a dating sim, so I like didn't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's not really a dating sim, they're all just gonna end up dead anyway. So I could totally just be like,
do you know they're all gonna end up dead?
Don't tell me that the one that I like choose is the one that lives or something. Don't
I'm
make
not
me
telling
make
you
that
anything.
decision.
Maybe none of them die.
I know for a fact that that is untrue.
Okay, just pick one.
I guess you'll always be my dearest friend.
I don't care, just do it.
You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayuri forces a smile through an incredibly painful selection. I choose the wrong thing.
Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest?
Oof, I chose the wrong thing.
I should write a poem about this.
Sayuri!
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish.
I picked the wrong one.
So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Alex.
Okay, so I did choose
I'll trust you with anything.
the right thing.
Anything at all. So...
Sayuri's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
Ah!
Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Is that... Sayuri looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayuri! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayuri through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayuri's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. Keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayuri will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day.
Maybe you should check the file.
Excuse me? Oh. It says happy thoughts, but the A in happy is an X, and the O in thoughts is also an X. Excuse me. Is it gonna be something disturbing?
No, not really, no.
Not really?
No, it's not. It's not like it's gonna, like, jump scare you or anything. It's not gonna record, though, I'm realizing.
Yeah. We can just, like... Oh, we're not editing this, though.
Yeah. Eee.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm being completely honest. I really don't. Anyway, I just felt like that was important for you to look at. Just to remind you. Just to remind you that it is an horror game.
That's not horrifying. It looks like a surrealist meme.
Deep fried. Anyway.
It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri, but Shuri isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decide that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking food trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way about as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayuri and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Alex, you're the first one here.
Oh no, she's gonna fucking murder me, isn't she?
Thanks for being early.
She's the one that scares me the most. That's funny. I thought at least Yui would be here by now.
Monica's placing little booklets on each of the
lack
desks
of
in the
music is
classroom.
disconcerting.
Yeah.
They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Alex. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monika, you know about that? She's just a creepy stalker and she's going to murder us all.
Of course I do.
She's the self-aware one. She's like this omnipotent creepy being.
I'm the club president, after all.
That's a threatening statement. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Siri really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one that knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Oh, no, she's creepy. She's proper creepy. Monika's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Okay, so this is definitely supposed to be creepy.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets?
They're probably full of death and murder.
They came out really nice.
Ooh, yeah, sure. Ooh, no. No. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. No. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during their practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before.
% sign. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. You get the point. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Oh no. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Alex? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
Now she's dead. She's definitely dead now. I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayuri. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school really makes her happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they've always been. It's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayuri's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayuri? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up at her own house. It's not more like something a boyfriend would do. In any case, she's gonna be dead now. It just feels right. Outside Sayuri's room, I knock on her door. Sayuri? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Ooh, that...
Horror game!
Oh. Oh no. An exception has occurred. File game. Oh, it's meta too.
File game / crypt line. See traceback text for details.
Is there something here now?
It says game / script / C5.
Traceback. Game / script. There's no script.
Maybe just leave it for later.
Traceback.txt. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred. Oh.
I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred. While running game code, bunch of different things. Restart top text. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one that's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing.
Monica's a weird sentient being in the game, and she killed... Oh no.
Don't exit out of it.
Oh,
do you listen to the things that I say? Okay, listen. Okay. Just keep going. It's fine. That's you.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayuri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayuri I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? Could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Was I so selfish? This is my fault. I should have saved. Yeah. So I could, undo that. It probably wouldn't make a difference, would it? She probably would. It probably didn't. She probably does this no matter what.
Do you want me to tell you?
What? Sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It happens no matter what you do.
Okay, so that makes me feel a little better, actually.
Yeah, no, it's you can't avoid it.
Because I was like, it's a horror game. They wouldn't let you avoid this.
Yeah.
My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of a relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life was worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. It's not the end of this game, excuse me.
No, it's not. Anyway.
It's a glitchy version of Monica now.
and Sayori still a little bit. Before you do that, I would like you to go back to local files. And I know that they're not going to be able to see this.
I'm not sure if it records it when it's...
I think it does. I mean, did you minimize it, or did you just, like...
I minimized it.
Okay, just click on Steam. Just move the thing, yeah. Okay, so I'd like you to go down to... I'd like you to go to characters. Sayori's not there anymore.
Yeah. I noticed.
Yeah. Also, would you like me to, I'd like to just make sure you caught something that Monica... Do you remember what Monica said? One of the things that she said before we left to go find Sayori?
She said a lot of things.
Okay, but do you remember anything that might stick out to you as weird?
Well, there was the whole thing about her knowing about a conversation.
It was a little bit before that.
Literally everything she's ever said to me ever since it started getting...
I want you to think of a very specific line, though.
I knew Monica would be I was wrong. Yui's not the serial killer. Monica's the serial killer.
Maybe not.
Monica's a sentient game entity who's killing the other character.
Is she, though? It's the thing.
Yes,
do you want me to tell you?
Yes. I can't
fathom. Before you started asking her about how she knew about that exchange, she said, "You really left her hanging this morning." Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I knew what was gonna happen with Sayori because when my friend was reading it, he went, "You really left her hanging this morning," and I went, "No!" No!
I wasn't... That was what I was expecting to see the first time we went to a room.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew one of them, like, hung themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
So that was still that's why I was like, ooh, she's gonna be dead, she's gonna be dead. I'm gonna click on her, I'm gonna enter this room and she's gonna be dead.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna be dead the first time too. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna tell you if you lied or not. Cause you know.
I think it's fairly obvious at this point.
Is it?
Yes!
But is it though?
Can you really please do this?
But is it though?
Yes. She's an omnipotent serial killer. That's fun. That's good.
Well, we'll just have to see about that.
This. Does it not let you, like, restart the game now? Because theoretically, you could just keep this game in, like, a nice, like, loop where everything's happy.
You'll have to figure that out when we play the rest of the game. So, anyway, it's not a cute dating sim anymore, folks. This is probably like 3 hours long, so I'm gonna just hurry up and get through the outro. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe. We have merch, we have social media. We're gonna be doing a Halloween party.
After this?
And I
enjoy it.
I think it's a really good game.
Obviously, but is this fun? Is this enjoyable? Maybe watching if you've already played this game.
Oh, I just realized. Oh, it's not just Monica, is it?
Oh,
there's little bits of Natsuki and Yuri in there as well.
But it's basically just a glitch, but she's mostly Monica now, which is... No, wait, there's no, like, Shuya in there, I think it's all just...
What did you call her?
I called her...
Sayori?
Sayori, I forgot.
Did you try to call her Shuya?
I don't know.
She's deleted for 5 seconds and you already forget her name. Anyway.
I can't say her name unless I'm, like, looking at it.
Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed. We have, things. We'll be doing a Halloween party on our Discord on Tuesday. We'll be trying to finish this game by Halloween, hopefully on Monday. If you got to the end of this video, you the real MVP. Anyway,
you must either really like this game or you must really like us. And honestly, I'm not sure if I fully comprehend either of those.
Anyway, join the Nerd Herd. It's a dysfunctional place. Don't have nightmares. Goodbye.
Bye.